What up, though? You already know what this is. Respect the worst if you don't respect the best. Top tier podcast. I am Ledge. Let's get right off into this, man. Talk about these last, the last two releases by URL as far as these band legacy battles. That'd be Jack Boy Maine versus Big T. Ace Amin versus Fuse the General. Really good battles. So far they're 3 for 3. I can see why there was much fanfare after the band legacy weekend for those who attended, talking about how good the event was because they're 3 for 3. That's not always the case when you go to these events, and they're so well shot. JB, Black Market Media, everybody over there did a wonderful job of just capturing like the moment, and it looked so clean. It looks so clean. So I want to talk about that. Also, man, a couple of battles I was just checking out, low key. Gates of the Garden, Prep versus I believe his name is Chuck Book or something like that. Yo, Prep was on fire. I just got done watching that battle. Prep still has potential, man, but I don't think it'll ever be like big stage potential. But I'll get into that later after I like really just go into these battles. It's not really a battle breakdown. I feel like I'm not going to really be giving you all like this bar for bar recap. You guys seen the battles, they're out. My opinion is simple. The first round with Jack Boy versus Big T, I feel like I gave it slightly to Jack Boy when I first seen it, but the more I look at that battle in the first round, I actually get that round to Big T, like slightly. So, and we all know what happened in the second round was just pure destruction by Big T. So I ultimately got him winning that battle, but Jack Boy's performance is something that can't be denied. He's really a future star, not a star now. People want to crown people so early. I don't get that. He's a future star. I will say the things I like about Jack Boy the most is his ability to disguise his punch, because his setups are very intricate and very performance based that you don't know what he's about to end with. And I think, when you're on a roller coaster ride, listening to somebody rap, you want that experience to not know what the hell he's about to end his bar with and end his line with. I think that's really good. And a few of the Goonies do that. NJT does it. And Ace Amin, who I'll talk about in a minute, they do that very well. Like, it's not telegraphed to the point where you can, you even got an inkling of what's about to come. And he did that a lot during this battle. And his energy is always there. So that's never going to be in question. I just think he could have went a little bit, more aggressive. I think he started to get into his rhythm maybe halfway through the first. I just think Big T just had more of a consistent first. I just liked his material better in the first. I think it was the most debatable round because I feel like Jack clearly got the third and Big T definitely got the second. That Big T second round was probably his best round. Was probably Big T's best rounds I've heard since the Danger Zone battle on Black Ice. I'm not saying it is good. That round is as good as those rounds. I'm just saying it's somewhere in the ballpark at least. And that's a good start. And, he asked on Twitter, should he battle 2 more times this year or just sit it out, wait till next year? I think 2 more times is doable. He said it takes him about 2.5 months to write. So I think 2, no more than 2. Anything more than 2, then I'm worried. But 2 battles for Big T, I would love to be. I always thought, the band setting, the volume setting, I've been said, Big T would be good in those settings. And you also have to give Big T somebody that Big T works well against antagonists. If you really think about it, because Big T is a chill, kind-hearted dude, laughs, smiles a lot. You have to make him mad. You have to. And Jack Boy is probably in his prime right now as far as getting you revved up and making you feel like, feel like punching his lights out battle wise. Like he gets under people's skin. And if you look at the history of Big T, surfing his prime on Twitter was a savage. And you seen what that did to Big T in that battle. K-Shine, he talks a lot of shit. You see how Big T did in that battle. Hitman, he's a shit talker, even though it was Midwest love during that time, but he talks this shit. You seen what happened in that battle. It's just, you see the theme here with Big T, like when he goes against antagonists, like, I couldn't be the first person that thought of this, but maybe I am. But like, that's a really good pattern to go off of. I don't know if there's any more antagonists after Jack Boy that can really get under his skin to make him get to this level or beyond. But just keep that in mind when you're booking Big T or you want him to battle certain guys. He has to go against these guys that's really going to talk some fly shit. And I'm talking about not just during the battle, but the build up to the battle. As for Jack Boy, his trajectory is going up. I feel you can put him maybe potentially against John, although I wouldn't mind seeing him against someone else. I don't want to see him against Hitman yet. But someone maybe just below that. I don't know. I could see Jack Boy, JC wouldn't be bad. Jack Boy versus Saga. Av. Like, I could, set it up. I don't mind seeing these battles. I think he deserves that shot up the ladder now. Going against Big T, doing very well. And and more people have him winning than, like, I'm in the minority on this. So the consensus has him winning so far. So if he's, on a winning streak, so to speak, elevate. Ace Mean versus Fuse the General. Ace Mean probably has been the most hyped guy. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean he put in a performance that created a big buzz. Whether it was Tech9, whether it was just people on Twitter that I follow, and people that I talk to personally, like Pastor E. And like, because he was actually at the event. So he has a whole different perspective. And I was just like, wow, it was that crazy. So, but the whole time he did admit that Fuse wasn't bad in this battle either. And it played out that way. You could actually argue that Fuse got the first. But I think what held Fuse back from this battle is just his lack of delivery and confidence. Like, it was a few times, like when he took off the shirt, and like started yelling a little bit, got a little more amp. It was like that for that little period of time. I was like, if Fuse was like that the whole battle, this battle looked much closer, because the lines were there. He's pretty nice with the pen, and his lines are slick. It's just a matter of making us believe what you're saying. Like, he was kind of like basically in that Geechee Gotti stage, early Geechee stage that Tech alluded to, where he was kind of just looking around a lot, not really focused on the target, so to speak. Fuse got to get better with that. But the material was nice. And like I said, excuse me, you could argue that he got that round. But I don't know, man. Something about this Ace guy. It really is. Really is. Ace has, like, I wouldn't even just call it believability. It's more like a sense of showmanship. Not like Hitman Holla showmanship, where it's just performance through the roof, but it's showmanship in he's getting his point across and he's getting it across in a way that makes the fans buy in even when they don't necessarily get the material. You get what I'm saying? Like, he was saying some things that were a little kind of intricate because his setups are a little unorthodox, and sometimes it takes a minute to realize what he's doing. For some, I'm not speaking for everybody, but for some, it might take a minute to see where he's going with it. But along the way, you're like nodding, shaking your head because you feel that there's something coming, even if it might not land. But just the ability to entertain and to pull you in is maybe an intangible that Ace Amin has that a lot of these other PG or just newcomers just don't have just yet. They don't have that ability to be intriguing while they're rapping, and Ace is. And also, like I said, the aggression, the level was always high. So a lot of people got him in that first round. I'm not mad at that. I think I probably gave him the first. Second round, he went stupid in the second round. I believe that's the connected joint, like disconnected. You know, your life, your afterlife, whatever he said, and disconnection. That whole connected line, that's why I don't do bars. You see, I don't remember it by heart. But that connected line, that whole little setup and scheme was dangerous. Dangerous.
Yo, want to talk to you real fast about Anchor, all right? Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. Best of all, it's 100% free and ridiculously easy to use. And now Anchor can match you with great sponsors too, so you can get paid to podcast. That's pretty dope, right? All you have to do is go to anchor.fm/start. Once again, that is anchor.fm/start. You'll get acclimated. Look, man, on here, there's podcasts for literally everything: food, movies, entertainment, health, fitness, you name it, they got it. So why don't you come on in, grab a seat, and start podcasting soon.
So yeah, man, I just got Ace Amin 2-1 or 3-0. I thought the third round he was spazzing, but he kind of like, I went choke. Yeah, stop short of what he was trying to go with in the third. Fuse just didn't have anything in the third really of note. So he definitely didn't win that round. He definitely didn't win the second. And the first is kind of debatable. But it was a really good performance. But I must say, if I had to grade all the performances so far from the band Legacy, I would say that Swamp still has the best performance. Clean, 3 rounds of fire, poise, haymakers, and just quality throughout. Even some of the stuff that didn't land, it wasn't like so poor that you was like, I wish he should have took that out. It was just okay lines. You get what I'm saying? So I would like to see Swamp versus Ace Amin as like their last PG battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they can perform at that level against each other, then you clearly see that these are the two, right? And I like how everybody is now saying that, because they were trying to give it before this battle drop. I seen people who wasn't even attending the battle with at the Band Legacy event, like trying to give Ace Amin all these wild type of plates. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. But maybe, that's why hindsight is 2020. I'm glad people are revisiting this and realizing that these guys do need one more PG. And that's all I was saying from the gate. People acting like it was a crime. And I think that they needed maybe one more tune up before they start, getting these looks. And Ace Amin versus Swamp is a fire battle. On paper, it's a fire matchup. So shout out to those gentlemen. And like I said, with Fuse, I still want to see more of him too. Like, I want to see more battles with him. Like, I wouldn't mind him versus Your Honor. Don't know if that battle has happened already or if they're in the same clique. Because I don't know. You never know who's on the same teams and all that. Like, you get lost in that. But Fuse has potential. Your Honor has potential. You know, Jack Boy should get a bigger plate, and I want to see Big T on the volumes at some point. Band Legacy is looking like a complete success, and that's without Ab versus Gueezy dropping, and most people say that was the best battle of that whole weekend. So, shout out to them. I want to move on to We Go Hard, because We Go Hard, they do have an event coming up. I don't know if people know about that. Don't know if people know, but y'all should like stay in tune with that. And I think what We Go Hard does well is they build a lot of guys that we probably either don't know or sleep on. Is that fair to say? I think that's fair to say. Yeah, they do a good job of building a lot of guys that either we don't know or do know, but we just sleep on. Like Ishmula, I think he's dope. Yeah, man. Like I rock with We Go Hard, I rock with what they're doing. So I'm not even gonna waste any time, because We Go Hard has an event. I believe it's on the 23rd, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, which would be Saturday. So mark your calendars down for that. It's a lot of battles on this card too. I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna even get through all these battles, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And I'm not mad at it, because where are the rest of these battles gonna go? Like these cards are built because some of these guys can't get any. I wouldn't say can't get anywhere else, but it'll be hard for them to get the looks that We Go Hard is giving them. So I think it's called Love Day 5. Yeah, Love Day 5. Like I said, March 23rd, Saturday. Pay-per-view is only $30. And the card is nice. There's some names on here that you do know. So the top that got top billing is Ishmula versus Jerry West. That's a good matchup. You got Dougie versus Zeus, Truan D versus Reaper Rell, Prezi versus Benji Lolo, Cuban, another guy that was on Band Legacy, versus Rubando, KO versus D-Dub, Scotty Good, not Scotty from Houston, Scotty Good. I believe he was on Band Legacy. I think he battled Bankhead, if I'm not mistaken. And he's going against your boy Clip, Speed Dollar, Vet, against I believe his name is Chalene G, P Easy versus B Trills, Born. Haven't seen Born in a minute. I hope this is the same Born that everybody knows, versus Aura, and Gwitty versus Mo Moolah. And Mo Moolah is very entertaining. So it's a good card. So be sure to check that out. Like I said, March 23rd. That's $30 pay-per-view. Love Day 5. We Go Hard TV, man. Like, they out here doing it. So salute to them. There are some more battles that I could talk about, but I'm not gonna do it justice. While I will touch on a battle I seen Queen in the Ring had a girl named Misunderstood versus Gucci. And something me and Pastor E was talking about, is it me or should they just get rid of the ring? Because Pastor E was talking about he was never a fan of the ring. And although it might be dated now, back then it was fire. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was dope back then. But I seen this battle, no ring, just, ground level, eye to eye. These two ladies was doing really, really solid job. Maybe that's something Debo can Debo, Vague, Bass. Like, I know it's called Queen of the Ring, so you want to have a ring, but I think that does take something away. I think we're kind of over that, and trying to book boxing gyms and all that. Because I remember they were having a battle. I think it was Miss Merck versus Miami or something like that. And the chick was so hot, she kept taking like breaks to get sips of water. She was fanning herself, and I was just like, yeah. So maybe that's something they can change, among other things that I can list. But I don't want to have anybody mad. You know what I'm saying? They can be getting upset. But we'll talk about it. I'm also want to do more like interviews down the line, and I'm gonna bring back the Q&A in the future. So be on the lookout for that. Y'all know, if you're on YouTube, my socials in the description. Follow me on Twitter at Podtier, PODTIER. I run my Twitter fingers all day talking about this battle rap shit with everybody, not just the battle rappers. I talk to fans. I don't care about your following. You can have 2 followers. If you know what you're talking about in this battle rap shit, you'll get a follow and we'll discuss anything. That's how I roll. And with that being said, keep it battle rap. Love.